this week, we as a country once again had our hearts ripped out because we realized that we live in a world where evil and darkness and pain are real. There's not Egyptian slave labor, but there are people enslaved to the spiritual forces of evil. And this morning there are 17 families trying to wrap their minds around where God's plan is because their family members are dead today because someone shot them. I don't know about you, but I watched the news reports this week, and as I'm trying to get my mind around it as a dad and as a leader in the community, I'm like, man, what is the solution to this? And if you read Facebook, you're going to have every opinion under this. Well, we got to do this, and we got to pass this law, and we got to have this, and we got to do this, and we got to stand up, and somebody's got to do something. And so, but I started to feel kind of overwhelmed, like this is so multifaceted. Like, what is the solution? God, what is your plan for stuff like this? And then it came to me. It came to me that God's plan is the same plan that God has had from the beginning, and it's God's solution to every single problem that we face in this whole world. Here's God's plan. God's plan is His presence in you in the situation. Christ in you, the hope of glory. That's God's plan. Because all the time in the Bible, we don't see God really show up, and God does it. God does it, but God is always doing it through the life of people that He says, hey, listen, I'm sending you to go there. Well, I can't do that. He said, no, that's cool. I'll be with you. Just go. So you want to know how we solve a lot of these issues? Do we need to pass laws and this and that? Maybe, but here's what needs to happen. The people of God, which if you're following Jesus, that's you. God is saying to you today, listen, we've got issues in our families, in our communities, in our schools, and in our culture in general. Here's my solution. I need more of my presence in your guys' world. I need my presence in your schools. I need my presence in your marriages. I need my presence in your workplace. I need my presence there because where the presence of God is, there is freedom, and there is healing, and there is love, and there is joy, and there is peace, and there is forgiveness, and there's gentleness, and there's kindness, and there's self-control, and there's all the things that make our hearts sing. And there are a lot of things in this world that break our hearts, but what God's plan is the same thing He did with Moses. He's saying to you today, hey, guess what? I'm sending you to go fix that situation. But God, it's okay. I'll be with you. Well, God, what if I don't know how to do it? Who's going to teach me how to do it? I am. Well, God, I have so much fear in my life, and what if I get overwhelmed by fear? Who's going to encourage me? I am. Well, God, I don't have the resources. Who's going to provide the resources for what we need to do? I am. Well, God, I got all this stuff in my past. Who's going to forgive me, God, and help me get over the stuff I've gone through? Who can forgive me so I can step into that? He says, I am. I am that I am that I am. And because I am, therefore you can.